part of the research process for this story was to watch the movies over and over and over again. And anytime my husband would come in and be like, "You're watching Return of the Jedi again?" I'd be like, "It's for work, honey." So Star Wars, The Princess and the Scoundrel starts off immediately after the Return of the Jedi. And you get to see Han and Leia as their relationship moves on to the next stage. You also get to see a little bit of moments between Leia and her brother Luke, and the relationship that Leia is coming to terms with the idea of who her biological father is. And from there, Han and Leia go on their honeymoon, and then they have a little misadventure side quest that neither of them were quite expecting. So I think everybody knows that Han and Leia are a little bit of an odd couple, an impossible couple. You have literally a princess and a scoundrel. There's a reason why that's the title of the book. But one of the major things I wanted to do when writing this story was show how their love is kind of impossible, but it's all the more brilliant because of that. And it's all the more pure and joyful because they had an opportunity at the end of a war to take a chance on themselves and take a chance on love, and they seized it with both hands. And I think that's an amazing thing. It's impossible to write a story about Han and Leia without picturing Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher. And every single scene, those two were in my head. But the thing that really got me was it was really intimidating to write this book because these are the characters that I love so dearly. And what really kind of blew me away was this quote that Carrie Fisher has of "be scared, but do it anyway." And so anytime I started to psych myself out of like, "Oh no, can I do this story good enough?" I would just imagine a little Carrie on my shoulder saying, "Well, be scared, but do it anyway." And then she would cuss a little bit and flip me off because that's what Carrie would do. And then I would just get right back to writing. One of the best things about Star Wars is that while it's a science fiction story, it's actually a story about characters. We're not really watching a story about a galaxy far, far away. We're watching a story about Luke and Leia and Han and Chewie and all the people that we love. And so when I'm writing for Star Wars, I hone in on the characters because it's the characters that we love. And this just happens to be a love story. And so I was able to sort of bring in that dynamic, but put it in the trapping of the Star Wars universe and the Star Wars galaxy. And that made for a really interesting way to explore the way love can change and grow when you're on a spaceship or on an alien planet. So now that I was able to write the marriage of Han and Leia, one of the stories that I would really love to see explored and would love to be the one to tell it is Leia as she's pregnant and having that sort of very motherly moment, because Star Wars is all about the mothers. They kill them off a lot, but the stories are all about the mothers very often. And I would love to dive into what it was like for Leia to be pregnant and to have all of the emotions wrapped around that and how the Force may have influenced that pregnancy. I think that would be such a cool story to tell.